Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So recently I asked you guys what you guys want to see more on my channel, and it's very clear that you guys want to see more bag collections. So obviously I'm in Hanoi at the moment. I'm here for another 2 to 3 weeks, so I'll be back in London soon. I can definitely do more bag collections when I'm back there. But while I'm here, I thought I would share with you guys some of my bags that I do leave in Hanoi, whether it's because I don't use them as much anymore, but kind of they're sentimental, I don't want to get rid of them, or they just suit my lifestyle here more basically. So I'm just going to share randomly in no particular order. Some of them will be designer and some of them non-designer, but they're like really sentimental and special to me, so I'll share them anyway. So I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, they're very miscellaneous. So the way I have my bag organized is these two sections here really are the bags I do leave in Hanoi, and then the last section there, which you won't share too much of, are bags that I bring back to London with me. So yeah, that's literally the only organization I have. Besides that, I just kind of place it however I like it. I love these dividers that my mom did for my bags, because I can kind of lean some clutches and stuff like that. Also, they allow for a little like spotlight for like a single bag. It looks good. I know I have a lot of bags here, but not as much as I do in London, so it's nice that I can display them much nicely here than I can in London. Unless I bring all my bags back here, then of course it's going to be a bit more of a mess, but I just really like it here because everything's displayed much nicely, or much more nicely than it is in London. Okay, so like I said, in no particular order, I'll share this bag first because this is the bag that I brought back this trip from London to Vietnam, and I'm going to probably leave this here because I don't use this enough. This sits in my like top shelf in London and I haven't touched it. No particular reason besides the fact that it is quite a heavy bag, and if I'm bringing a bag this big, I'd rather it also fit my laptop or like some workbooks and stuff like that, but this doesn't fit that much, plus it's heavy, so I thought I'd leave it here. I have a little like teddy bear on it, which I love. I like to decorate my bags in the most tackiest way when I like leave it on display because it just makes me happy. Toujours bag? This is called a toujours bag, guys. You guys know I don't know names of bags. I think this is called a toujours bag. It's by Saint Laurent, and yeah, I got this in this really gorgeous green color. I bought this actually for my birthday, I think, like a couple of years ago, when this bag was like really popular. I had considered getting the mini version of this because I think it's so much cuter and it's so sweet, but I don't trust myself with open bags as much because I don't pay attention to my bag a lot, and yeah, I'm scared of pickpocketers basically. This one is the Pashley bag by Philip Lim. This again was a really popular bag. I had a hard time basically deciding which one I wanted because obviously they came out with this bag in 80 million colors, and like did they come out with different prints? I'm pretty sure they did as well. Anyways, I wasn't too keen on it until I saw this color. I just love this kind of like eggshell purple, or is it supposed to say eggshell blue, like, you know, duck egg blue, but this is like the purple version of that, because I wouldn't consider this like fully lilac. It's a bit muted, like it's like a muted lilac. Okay, so we're just gonna say it's lilac because I don't know where the heck I was getting at with this like duck egg purple. Unfortunately, I actually didn't use this bag that much. I don't know, I can't get rid of it because I think it is really cute and I love the color of it, and I don't know, it was such a hot bag, so I just kind of kept it, but I don't know, we'll see. So this is the next bag. It's a Todd's bag, and I actually absolutely love this bag. The first time I saw it in the magazine, and I was like, oh my god, I really, really want this bag. And kind of forgot about it for a little bit because time had passed. Anyways, I found it in Taiwan, and it was on sale, and I was like, you know what, it's meant to be, so I bought it. And I really like it. I love the color, and I love how it feels. It just feels very nice, and I loved paint, and I still do. But yeah, this is such a gorgeous bag, and I used this a lot when I first got it. Actually, oh no, I brought it back with me to London. I have a clutch with a very similar leather, but in different color. Anyways, moving on. So I'm going to share two non-designer bags, but equally as special to me. These are made from shells, and I got this, they're handmade in Vietnam, and I absolutely love them. They're so pretty. And yeah, they just have a button. Oh, I have a coin in there. And you can't fit very much in there, as you can see, but I think they're such gorgeous evening bags. And yeah, they're really special and sparkly. I just love finding really unique handmade bags in Asia. This is another fun bag that I got in Asia. I think I got this in Saigon actually. Very impractical, of course, and very particular for a certain occasion. but it's made out of a coconut, a real coconut. How cute is that? I would have preferred it if there was like a less tacky kind of drawing or painting on top of it, to be honest, but I still think it's so cute and I love it. So I have this one. So this bag is super special to me. I have not used this in years and years, but I will never get rid of this bag because this was my first designer bag. A little bit of a lie because my first Louis Vuitton bag, the little like cylinder little mini one, that one's actually my first designer bag, but I got that when I was like, I think in 5th or 6th grade. I was super young and it was kind of like one-off random. My mom obviously didn't like frequently buy me designer bags when I was that young. It was a special occasion, but this was like the first bag that I bought when I started like really collecting designer bags, if that made any sense. I remember when we were in Singapore, we walked into Marc Jacobs and my mom said I could pick out 3 items in there, anything I wanted. So I got a pair of shoes, I think a shirt, and then this bag. And I was obsessed with it. And I remember walking around Singapore like neglecting this bit because I was like, I don't need that. I wanted to hold it like this, like, you know, the ladies did, like the boss people, like walked around with their bag in the crooked of their arm. This next bag is a Givenchy bag. Again, a really popular bag. I don't remember the name of this bag at the moment, but yeah, it was a super popular bag, and I got this I think maybe 5 years ago, I can't remember. Basically because I knew I was coming back to Asia and I was going to stay here for a while. I wanted it like a super casual everyday bag, and this was perfect for it until I brought it with me to Hoi An, which is a beach town in Vietnam. And it was shitting down rain. There was 2 nights where it was raining. It was chucking at rain. It was like storming. And of course, like my ex and I, we were on a motorbike and this got completely soaked to a point where like there was water inside the bag as well. So when we got back, I like set it down and I blew dry this, and now the leather feels not great. It feels really stiff. It's not as nice as when I bought it. So I don't know, a bit discouraged, but yeah, it's still got its shape a little bit, I guess. It's a bit misshapen, okay, it's a bit misshapen, but it still is usable, so I've kept it in case I want to use it again. I love this clutch. This is an oversized Jill Sander clutch. Pretty simple. My mom bought this for me a while ago for Christmas, and yeah, I really like it. Not much to say about it. When like the huge clutch trend was big, this is what I think during my gap year that was a huge trend. So that's why I got this bag. I really like it. I might bring it back at some point, but I just haven't used it in a while, so I left it here. This is another hand-me-down Louis Vuitton bag from my mom. I left this here because it's more often that I go places here that I don't want to be too flashy. And this one, like I said, and you can clearly see it's not too flashy. There's only like a little tiny, should I close up, can you see it? Excuse my nails, guys, but yeah, it's just a tiny little Louis Vuitton logo at the top there. But besides that, and the zipper of course, but yeah, there's no other labeling on there. This is a really special bag, and this is a bag that I keep like thinking about bringing back to London, but I guess I never have, because I don't really use small clutches in London. This is a super sentimental bag to me because this was the bag that my mom bought for me for my first prom, and this was in 9th grade. I say that because in the school that I went to, because it was so small, everyone from 9th, 10th, and 11th, and 12th grade were invited to prom. Obviously senior year was invited. It's like their prom, but everyone from 9th to 11th grade was also invited. So yeah, we had 4 proms, if that makes any sense. But like our main prom would have been our senior prom. Doesn't matter. So my first prom, which was in 9th grade, my mom bought this for me to match with my dress. I had a black dress on, and this was so pretty. It was like red. I did buy a longer strap to use as crossbody, but I brought that strap back to London with me already, so I don't know what to do with this, but again, sentimental reasons, I will never get rid of this. I love it. Another Louis Vuitton bag, I think I mentioned this in my Louis Vuitton collection, that I had this, but I wasn't able to share it because it was here. But yeah, I have another like kind of the same print pattern in a different bag, but that one's in London. And then I have this one, hand-me-down from my mom. This is the one and only Jimmy Choo bag that I own. It's got a bit of python on it, it's red, it's got a strap on the inside. Haven't used this bag in 1,000,001 years, but again, this is like a bag that I used to use when I was younger quite a lot, so it's just sentimental to me. So I have these 2 clutches as well. This one I got at TK Maxx, so it was super affordable. This is a Stella McCartney like croc effect print one. Honestly, I know this is horrible to say, but I got this basically because it was like so affordable. But I probably use it a handful of times for like evening events. I think I might have worn it to like a wedding event or something once, but haven't used it very much. This one, however, I love. This is the really popular Yves Saint Laurent clutch that everyone owned back in the day. Mine's in white, which is not the best idea because it is dirty. You can definitely tell. Can you tell? It's not the cleanest. Anyway, I mean, from afar it looks fine. From afar it looks fine, so I'm happy to still use it. But I leave it here because, again, I don't really, this is much more of like a summery clutch, of course, so I wouldn't use it very much in London. This one, I love this one. This is a little NCM bag. How cute. I left it here because super impractical. It does not fit my phone, so it doesn't really fit my lifestyle very much. It doesn't fit very much at all, actually. But I still love it. It's so cute. It's got a bunny on it, and there's a bunny, the back of the bunny at the back. There's a strap as well for it. And then up here I have two bags, two of my bigger bags. The Balenciaga one. I love this one. I got this for Christmas one year when I was, I think, in high school. I really liked it. When I decided I want the Balenciaga, I knew I wanted it in yellow. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I was just like certain I wanted it in yellow. It's the first time I've ever been certain about a color on a bag, actually. And then I have like a Louis Vuitton luggage tag on there. That was a gift from Louis Vuitton. And then I have this Louis Vuitton bag, which I absolutely love. This was a hand-me-down from my mom. I love the python handle. I love the suede. It's such a gorgeous bag, but I think it ages me a little bit when I wear it. Yeah, it's just an older bag, as in it makes me look older. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna save it until I'm a little older to use it. I think it'll like suit me a lot more than it does now. And then here we have a Dolce & Gabbana bag. I think the only Dolce & Gabbana bag I own. And then I have this little Gucci clutch. This is from an ex. And then this is another hand-me-down. I love this one. I haven't used it in ages because my mom and I have marked this up so much. It's like lipstick marks and pen marks everywhere. So I try not to use it because I want to keep it for like collector's purposes, I guess. But it's a suede bag. It's so gorgeous. But yeah, you can definitely tell that it's marked up. If you come closer, you'll see there's a lot of marks on them. Of course, we can get it clean, so I might do that at some point because I haven't yet, but it's there for now. All right, so now we're looking at this part here. So this part is generally all of like my non-designer bags. This one is super special because this is by Ipanema. I actually walked into the shop the other day. These are both by Ipanema, actually, these two. And they're some of my most special bags. I love this one. I remember when my mom bought this for me, I was so obsessed with this. I wore it everywhere. It's just a little shell bag. And then this is one that I bought when I was a little bit older. This is when I wanted the Chanel bag, the Chanel flat bag with that like twist lock idea. So when I saw this bag, I bought it for myself and loved using this. A bit more colorful than your average classic Chanel bag. And then yeah, when I finally got my first Chanel bag, this took the back seat obviously, but I still keep it because I just like remembering this bag. I don't know, it's still like a fun bag, right? I don't know, it's pretty tacky, but I'll keep it. I have another Stella McCartney bag right here. It does have a chain. Again, I don't really use this very much when I'm in London, so I keep that here. I have a couple Zara bags. I actually wore this last year for New Year's Eve because it fitted my outfit very well, but yeah, I left it here because I don't really use it. This one's also from Zara. Yeah, those are just all pretty much Zara bags. I do like some Zara bags, I just don't use them as much. I also have this one. I actually bought this one off of a friend. It's a Bottega clutch. But yeah, I got this off of a friend. And then we have these two bags that I leave there. This is a Karl Lagerfeld tote, which I'm glad that I own now. For a while I was like, I don't know why I bought this, but now it's nice to have because it's got Karl on it. And then I have this one from Stella McCartney. And these are basically filled with smaller bags, old clutches. Look how cute this one is. It even opens up so you can actually put something inside. Obviously not much, but as much as you can with a Jacquemus bags. What else? I have a couple of these. I don't know where the other one is, but these are just handmade beaded bags from Vietnam as well. This is another Ipanema bag. Actually, my mom customized it and put this ribbon and this on it. She went to like a masquerade ball once and she like vamped this bag up. So that looks like that. And then I have these two random clutches from Lin Around. It's just a brand. I actually don't even know where the brand is from, but it's a shop in Vietnam. Maybe they have them elsewhere. I think I actually saw them in Thailand. I thought these were really fun. And then of course I have a little Juicy Couture number. This little pink clutch. It's big out there, but what else? Oh, this is a really cute little bag that my friend got me for my birthday when I was like, I don't know, I must have been, I was in 2nd grade. These two clutches are just from Accessorize. And then of course I've also kept my Roxy bag. This was like my bag that I used for years. I absolutely love this bag when Roxy was a huge thing, the mini black skirts, and yeah, this brand was super hot when I was younger, so I loved it. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. This is the best bag for it. This is a really pretty bag. Again, it's beaded and there's lots of embroidery on it, and then the handheld bit is like a snake. How gorgeous is that? The snake has like the dazzled eyes. Can you tell? It's like purple and green. So nice. So I love this one. And then this is a really special one. This actually was my PE bag, I think, but my mom made it for me. She made this because she used to be a patchwork teacher. So I've kept that. I actually also saw this earlier. That lives right there. I love this little guy. It's just a little phone holder, or maybe it's a cigarette case, I'm not sure, but it's cute. Okay, moving into the second section. Over here I've got two more bigger bags. This Givenchy bag and a Celine bag. I kind of do miss using this bag, but again, it's not very practical. It's also super annoying. Whenever I undid it, this whole bag would just like fly open, especially if there's stuff in there. Obviously there's just stuffing now, so it's not as heavy, but when there's stuff in there, it's just not the most practical bag, so I don't really use it very much. Here, this is a new bag. I got this one in Taiwan. It's a non-branded bag. It's just from a Korean shop. I probably will bring this back to London. I'm not sure though, but we'll see. I have this Valentino Rockstud bag here, which again, I don't use very much anymore, so I left it here. Yeah, still a very gorgeous bag, but not practical. Also, I noticed that the clasp is not easy to push back in. Well, now it's working, but when I'm using it, it doesn't work as easily. And I also have this Gucci bag here. I do love this bag, but I bought this bag before I bought another version of it in a velvet, and I got it in pink as well because I just couldn't, I couldn't pass up the gorgeous pink velvet. So I obviously didn't need two pink of the same bag, just in different materials. So I brought this one back to Hanoi and I left the velvet one in London. And then down here I've got these two, which I bought in just a random shop in Vietnam. It's non-branded. I just thought they were really pretty because they're vintage inspired. So I really like them. This is one I brought back from London. I've got another Saint Laurent bag here, which is very practical, but I just have too many pretty bags to use in London. This one gets neglected a bit, so I leave that one here. And then I have this Fendi one here as well, which I love. I left this one here because the color and size fits my lifestyle here more. I have another Hanoi bag in London. It's bigger, and yeah, I use that one a lot more. And I just have this Prada Moon thing on there. So this is another bag that I mentioned in my Louis Vuitton collection video, but I didn't have it in hand to share with you guys. Maybe it's called the Aviator bag. I think that's what it's called. But here it is. So I never know how to pronounce the name of this brand. I think it's M2 Melatier. Honestly, I'm butchering that so much. But I bought this bag in Selfridges on sale. I just loved the colors, and yeah, it looks really cool. There's no real reason why I keep this one in Vietnam besides the fact that I just was running out of space in London and I realized I wasn't using this bag as much, so I brought this one back here. I think it's a gorgeous bag, so for collector's purposes, I love this bag. And then I have this Chloe bag with Dumbo on it. How cute. Anyway, a bit too much, I know, but it stays here. I would never wear this out with the bag. I actually got this one off of Vestiaire. I saw it on Vestiaire. It was for an insanely great price, and it was in really good condition, so I thought I'd get it. I'm not a Chloe bag person, so I don't really invest my money in Chloe bags. I think that's why I decided to get it off of Vestiaire, because I got a great deal out of it, and I knew that if I didn't use it as much as I would if I spent the full price money on it, then I wouldn't feel as bad, if that makes sense. So I was right. I don't use this bag that much, but for the price I paid for it, I'm happy to have it in my collection. This bag I still like enough to keep, so I'll still keep it, and I still use it enough that I'll keep it, but yeah, it's not my favorite bag. I have this vintage Saint Laurent tote. I got this off of Vestiaire as well. I love it. Maybe it's a laptop bag actually. And then I have a pile of like beach bags. I've got some Longchamp stuff, and then some more Vietnamese embroidered bags and stuff. This is from Accessorize, and I actually used to love this bag. I love this bag. I remember actually one of my exes bought this for me, and the same ex bought me this clutch as well. So I kept that for sentimental reasons. It's a really cute clutch. This is another wallet from Ipanema. Some more clutches. Guys, I just have a lot of random clutches. This was for my 8th grade dance. This is by 9 West, I believe, yeah. My mom got this for me for my 8th grade dance. I wore a really pretty white dress with it. Oh, and then I have a Furla bag here as well, which I've only worn a couple times, but to beach parties, or sorry, pool parties. And I've kept it for that reason. This one is from Zara, but I love it, and I actually wore this to my art exhibition in high school. And then this was the clutch that I used for my senior prom, I believe. So yeah, this is just filled with like cheapo clutches, but they're just sentimental and I want to keep them. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of my non-designer bags as well, because I thought I would share some of that. They mean a lot to me and I've kept them. I've gotten rid of about 80% of them actually, because of course I don't use them anymore, but I've kept more of my sentimental ones, or the ones I find pretty still. Yeah, I loved collecting bags when I was younger. I collected bags ever since I got pocket money and was able to buy whatever I wanted with it. I would spend it on cheap bags basically. But you guys still got to see some of the designer bags I do leave here. I don't leave very much. Actually, last time I brought a lot of my designer bags back to London purely because there had been theft in my apartment. 3 of my bags got stolen. A Saint Laurent bag, a Chanel bag, and what was the other? I can't remember the 3rd bag, but yeah, 3 bags got stolen and some sunglasses as well. So I was very upset. So I kind of like, out of anger, like brought everything back to London. These are the ones I do have here. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about the non-designer bags, the designer bags. Also hit the subscribe button as well as the bell button if you guys haven't yet, to get notified when I upload next. And until next time, speak to you guys soon. Bye!